Good day, my dear students. Today we will study the last topic of our last unit. Let us see. So, students, our last topic consists of cyber laws. What is cyber law? First of all, we should know that what is cyber law, right? So, cyber law is the part of overall legal system that deals with the internet, cyberspace, and their respective legal issues. It means that it is used for the legal system, and wherever the cyber crime is being occurred, there some laws are being referred to control all the legal issues. Okay, so cyber law covers broad area including freedom of expressions, access to and uses of the internet, and online privacy. Generally, cyber law is known as what? Law of the internet. There are various importance of cyber law which are as follows. First, it covers all transactions over the internet. The transaction details and all those things are being covered in what? In the cyber law. Okay, now it keeps eyes on all activities over internet. Whatever we are doing in internet, it is used to keep eyes on it. If we are doing some illegal thing, then there the cyber law is being applicable. Okay, students, now third point is it touches every actions and every reaction in cyberspace. Whatever we are doing in cyberspace or cyber involvement, at that time it is used to have all the actions and reactions in the particular event which we are doing in what? In the internet. Okay, so there it is used to keep on eyes in our activities. Okay, students, next. Now your second topic is hacking. What is hacking? Hacking is identifying the weakness in computer system or networks to exploit its weakness to gain access. Means hacking is used like somebody they are used to think about the weaknesses. Okay, they are used to get the weakness of the person who are in the internet. Okay, now whenever they get one weakness from that particular person, they used to gain those access from that particular person, and they used to hack their personal details. Okay, next is, let's see what could be the example for this. The computers have been mandated to run successful business, right? So it is not enough to have isolated computer system. They need to be networked to communicate with external businesses. This exposes them to the outside world. And hacking. Hacking means using computers to commit fraudulent acts such as fraud, privacy act, stealing corporate or personal data, etc. Now, what do you mean by phishing? Phishing is an attempt to capture a user's login password and credit card details by including a URL in a spam email that links to a fake website controlled by the attacker as a trustworthy entity. Now, see students, hacking and phishing both are correlated for stealing the things, right students? But there is few differences between the hacking and phishing. That is, in hacking they used to take the personal data or anything else by through the internet connectivity. Okay, and in phishing it is being particularly mentioned that they used to steal their login ID or password through the email scam. Okay, means in the email they used to send you some links, and if you click those links, those fraudulent clicks, then what happens? They used to get the access of your email, and they used to take your email ID and password, and through those ID and password they used to steal your important information which you don't want to share to other persons, or some important information related to the credit card details or anything else which you don't want to share with other persons. Okay, so this is known as what? Your phishing. Next is cyberbullying. Now, what do you mean by cyberbullying? Cyberbullying is the harassment or bullying executed through digital devices like computers, laptops, smartphones, and tablets. The platform where cyberbullying can occur include social media chat rooms, and gaming platforms where people can view and participate in the share of content. The different type of cyberbullying involve causing humiliation through hateful comments on online platform or apps, or through SMS or messaging. Like it comprises posting, sending, or sharing negative, nasty, or false information about another individual for causing humiliation and character assassination. So this is known as what is cyberbullying. Bullying in the form of digital form is known as what is cyberbullying. A short for bullying or harassing a person through digital devices like computer, laptop, smartphone, or tablet is known as what your cyberbullying. Next is your now, through this all hacking, phishing, and cyberbullying, we have the India have made certain acts regarding this all. Okay, we'll learn one by one. First is Indian IT Act 2000. So, in Information Technology Act 2000 or IT 2000 or IT Act is an act of Indian Parliament notified on which date? 17 October 2000. Okay, so on 17 October 2000, the Indian Parliament has passed a IT Act 2000. Okay, next. In this act, what all things are being involved, we'll see. Like this primary law deals with cybercrimes and electronic commerce in India. It consists of 94 sections that are divided into 13 chapters and 4 schedules. A person of other nationalities can also be indicated under the law if the crime involves a computer or network located in India, which means the law applies to the whole of India. Like the person who is of another country, but he is taking crime in our country, then what happens, the law will be applied to for that particular person also. Next is the IT Act 2000 has provisions that permits the interruptions or monitoring of traffic data. Now the cyber law in India and the provisions for legal actions and punishment have been explained. What all are the sections which is being involved in this? First is your 67A, publishing images containing sexual acts. Penalties were imprisonment up to 7 years or fine up to 10 lakh. Next is 67B. In this, offence is for publishing child porn or predating children, online imprisonment up to 5 years or fine up to 10 lakh on first conviction. Okay, these are the sections being involved in which act? IT Act 2000. Okay, which involves the crime related to the hacking, phishing, cyberbullying, or the offense which is being published in each sections. Okay, and here the penalty is also being mentioned regarding the offense which is being mentioned over here. Next is your now 67C, failure to maintain records. If you have failed to maintain your records, then what happens? Imprisonment up to 3 years and or fine up to 2 lakhs. Next is your failure or refusal to comply with orders. In this, imprisonment up to 7 years, or possibly fine. And 69 section was failure refusal to decrypt data. In this, imprisonment up to 3 years or fine up to 1 lakh. In 70 section, securing access or attempting to secure access to protected system. In this, the imprisonment up to 10 years or fine. And in section 71, misrepresentation. In misrepresentation, the imprisonment up to 3 years or fine up to 1 lakh. The IT Act 2000 has been amendment which was made in 2008. In this amendment, the few points has been added, like it introduced section 69, which gave authorities the power of interception or monitoring or decryption of any information through any computer resource. Okay, now it also introduced 66A, which penalized sending of offensive messages. Okay, in these two things has been not added in your previous IT Act 2000. So this is the amendment which was made in the year 2008. Few more amendments were also added, like Amendments also contain penalties for child pornography, cyberterrorism, and surveillance. The act was passed in December 2008 and came into force in October 2009. Now the next topic is that e-waste, hazards and management. What is e-waste? E-waste broadly covers waste from all electronic and electrical appliances and comprises of items such as computers, mobile phones, digital music recorders or players, refrigerators, washing machines, televisions and many other household consumer items which is being run through digitally. Okay, next is your e-waste hazards. Mostly all electronic waste comprises of toxic chemicals such as lead, beryllium, mercury, etc. So improper disposal of gadgets and devices increases the amount of these toxic chemicals thus contained in the soil, causing air and water pollution. The contaminated water, which is highly polluted, it thus making it harmful for drinking purposes. Improper e-waste recycling, such as by open burning and acid baths, create hazardous and toxic compounds like dioxins, furans, and acids. Damage to the immune system, skin diseases, multi-ailments, and skin problems. Okay, so we should not dispose our gadgets and devices which is being involved in this all process. Okay, next is your how you could be able to manage your e-waste. So e-waste management requires proper recycling and recovery of the disposal materials. The recycling and recovery process includes following steps. First one is dismantling. What do you mean by dismantling? Removal of parts containing valuable items such as copper, silver, gold, steel, and removal of parts containing dangerous substances like mercury, lead, beryllium, etc. Second part is your separation metal and plastic. So these two things you should be remember while you are doing what your waste. Okay, next is your refurbishment and reuse. So it means used electrical and electrical items that can be easily remodeled to make it to reuse. Next, recover of valuable materials, disposal of dangerous materials like mercury, lead, beryllium, etc. and disposed of in underground landfill sites. Next is your awareness about health concerns related to the use of technology. So, in our daily life, computer technology provides people with many benefits, right? So, educational activities can be designed, online shopping is available. It is possible to get in touch with people overseas and to chat with them in 1 second, right? It is possible to search for anything, and sometimes it is even possible to do one's job at home without going to his or her office. If these technologies which dominate our lives more each passing day are not used carefully, then it is inevitable for people to end up with certain illness like neck strain, vision problem, sense of isolation, sleeping disorder, stress, loss of attention, problem in social relationships of individuals, computer anxiety, internet addiction, etc. So, in order to avoid these problems, one should learn how to use these technologies without experiencing any problem rather than avoiding using them. For some of the users of computer technologies are not even aware of their health related problems that they have. Some of those who are aware of their illness see a doctor for various reasons. Users of computer technologies should immediately take education on the health use of these technologies. If the necessary precautions are not taken about this issue, individuals may have serious health problems and the institutions may face a serious decrease in workforce as well as financial losses. So this is all about your societal impacts. We'll meet in next class with the revision sections of all our units. Thank you, students.